Alabama football has added another quarterback to the 2026 recruiting class, this time picking up commitment from Tayden Kaawa out of Utah. He becomes the side's second quarterback pledge here in this 2026 recruiting class, joining Jet Tamala. As always, I'm Justin Smith, the Director of Recruiting Managing Editor here at Touchdown Alabama. Be sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button as well. Subscribe to the notification bell. Be notified when we drop content on our YouTube channel. Whenever we talked about the Crimson Tide's 2026 quarterback recruiting efforts in the past, we've talked about the fact that the Crimson Tide's quarterback recruiting efforts will rely heavily on the fact that we don't know how Alabama's quarterback room will look after the upcoming football season. It could be in so many different type of situations just based on how the upcoming season could go. Ty Simpson could have a great season and he moves on to the NFL. Austin Mack and Keelan Russell could return to Tuscaloosa. Warner, or hey, you never know. Both of those guys could enter the transfer portal, although I don't think that is very likely. Heck, all three of those guys still will have eligibility remaining. They could come back to Tuscaloosa. So there's so many different type of situations and circumstances Alabama's coaching staff has to think about with the transfer portal and with Ty Simpson possibly moving on to the NFL if he does have that great season. So Alabama wants that quarterback room to be in a great position and wants to be prepared for any scenarios as best possible, because you never know how the transfer portal is going to impact your roster as things continue to move forward here in this new landscape of college football. But like I said earlier, Kaawa becomes the Crimson Tide's second quarterback pledge, joining Jet Tamala as the Crimson Tide's other quarterback commit here in this 2026 class. A 6'4" quarterback. When you turn on his film, he does some of the things that I always talk about when I first turn on the film of any quarterback. He's going to make a wide variety of throws. You're going to see him hit the out route. He's going to hit the post route. You're going to see him be able to throw the football with nice touch at times. You're going to see him be able to escape from the pocket and keep his eyes downfield and deliver the football as well. He can do what you want to a quarterback prospect when you're trying to recruit him to play high-level football in terms of him being a high school prospect. Kaawa brings that to the table so far. Can make plays with his feet as well. Was able to rush for more than 300 yards as a junior in 2024. Finished the season with 3,280 passing yards and 35 total touchdowns. I think he is a development piece here for the Crimson Tide here in their quarterback room, as he's going to be one of the guys I think Kalen DeBoer and his staff will have an opportunity to really mold this guy into possibly a great quarterback at the next level. But as far as adding depth to the Crimson Tide's quarterback room, I think this is one of the reasons why they went and got both Kaawa and Jet Tamala, two guys who have potential as well, but also you want to add two quarterbacks just based on the possibility of things that's going haywire in your quarterback room after this 2025 football season, which technically can happen. We've seen crazier things happen when it comes to the transfer portal in this new era, and it's just this new landscape of college football. When you add a guy like Kaawa to this quarterback room, you're going to have a quarterback room that, like I said, is going to be filled with guys with potential. Russell has a lot of potential. Mac does as well. Two guys who are at least at this point still in the quarterback competition with the Crimson Tide. We'll see how things play out with Ty Simpson at this particular point in time, with him being the projected front runner to be the Crimson Tide starting quarterback in the 2025 football season. But that is the update I want to provide you guys with. A pretty interesting one in terms of Alabama's 2026 recruiting class, adding a second quarterback, which was something that seemed like it was going to be a little bit more of a possibility over the last several weeks, but like probably a month or so ago, I don't think this is something that we really considered. We really thought, heck, I think one of the biggest conversation was, will Alabama land at least one quarterback? Because it seemed like they were struggling to land a guy until they offered Jet Tamala along with several other quarterbacks in Kaawa during a time period over a couple of weeks, and they were able to get these guys to verbally commit to the Crimson Tide and believe in the program, get these guys on campus as well. So that is the update I want to provide you guys with here on our YouTube channel. As always, I'm Justin Smith, the Director of Recruiting and Managing Editor here at Touchdown Alabama.